Alright, this is going to be one of those days where there's going to be very little filming. I'll video me putting together all these blanks for the feathers, and then I'll sort of do a kind of like a, not a follow me all the way through the day thing, but a join me as I work type of thing. I don't want to totally bore all of you. Alright, I've just made the last two feather armatures. Now I have 30 feather armatures. And once I get these finished up, what I'll do is I'll start flattening clay. Alright, what I've done is I've marked the length of the clay that I've cut out. This is going to be the length of each piece of clay that I'm going to do. The way I figured out how long I'm going to make it is I go from the top of the feather to the bottom of the feather, and I cut the clay at the top of the feather, and then I just very gently bring it over and I cut the clay at the top of the feather here, and leaving the bottom of the feather in the center where the other one was. That gives me the length double. And now I just pick up the clay and I put my armature in. And what I do is I put the armature in up to the first piece of tape. That's the bottom of the feather. And I make sure I have it down the center of the clay. And then I just bring the bottom or the top of the other piece down to the bottom of the clay here and flatten it out, and I've got a blank for the feather. And what I'm going to do is, in the future, I'm going to do this on wax paper, because or parchment paper, because it has a tendency to stick to the board, and that can screw up your feather. There. Now I got a feather all made, and the armature's right in the center, and we'll see how that works out. So I'm going to start making 30 of these and coming back and then re-sculpting them. Well, maybe I better try one out first, because if it doesn't work, I will have wasted a lot of time. So I should have put down the wax paper, doggone it. Come on, Dave, think. I need my parchment paper here. Let's go ahead and start sculpting this. First things first, I have another piece of the feather which has the quill design, and I'm going to outline that right now. There we go. I'll just draw a line for the quill. I just start drawing out the feather itself. Put the ridge down the center. This may be tricky. Paper wants to roll the clay. Now just follow line that I've outlined down to the quill. And I just lightly press it in. And then smooth it out. Alright, now where the tape starts is is at the bottom of the quill. And so I'm going to bend it downwards, since this will be the part of the feather facing out. So, the reason I haven't put any clay on this is because when I press this into the clay, it would destroy anything I do on this part of it. So I wait until after I get it in the clay to do whatever I'm going to do on this. I'm going to set this aside until I'm ready for it, which will be after I do all the other feathers. You want to put it someplace where you're not going to wreck it, because you don't want to have to redo these things. It takes so damn long to do them in the first place. Well, I've got 30 blanks of feathers, and tomorrow I'll come in and start putting details into them. And it took quite a while to do all this. Running the clay through the pasta machine keeps all the feathers in the same thickness, so that's going to be a good thing, because when you're rolling out the clay and you roll it out with a roller, such as this ink roller here, each feather is a different thickness, and you can try to keep them all the same thickness, but they don't always stay that way. This way I keep control on the thickness of the feathers. So that's it for today. Be here tomorrow.